Hi everyone, welcome back to part 2 of Empties. Now this is hair and body and other, and I want to start with this one because it's one of my most asked questions. If you suffer from perioral dermatitis, and if you don't know what that is, I will link it below. It's the redness, sort of like rash, tiny little whiteheads, really irritated and itchy around the nose and around the mouth, hence perioral. Before you go into a blind panic and start changing away products and everything, check your toothpaste. If you are a regular to me, you will know what I'm going to say anyway. If your toothpaste contains sodium lauryl sulfate, SLS, it is the same stuff I can't use in shampoo because it irritates my scalp really badly. A lot of people have issues with it. It is in, I would say, 90–95% of toothpastes. So I use Sensodyne. There's about 5 or 6 Sensodynes that do not contain SLS. And this is one of them. A couple of them do, so you have to read the label. I think the original does, and something like the whitening one does, because I think they like to get the foam. It basically produces foam. It's the same kind of foam you get in washing up liquid. It's just not great. It can cause irritation. So if you do have that really irritated mouth, and like I say, I'll link to it below. I've done a blog post on it before. Change your toothpaste first. I used to love, this is the worst culprit for it. I used to love Oral-B, the blue toothpaste that's really gritty and your mouth feels so fresh afterwards, but it's the worst culprit for me. I love the toothpaste, I cannot use it, and it's loaded with sodium lauryl sulfate. So check your toothpaste first. You may need to go and see a doc, you may need to look at antibiotics and things like that, but change toothpaste first, see what happens. So this could have been any of the Sensodyne. This just happens to be Pro-Enamel Daily Protection. The other one that doesn't contain it is Corsadil. That toothpaste tastes like feet, but it also does not contain it. Not an ad, by the way, I was just starting with teeth. Shower gels. One you will now be able to tick off on the Hirons Empties bingo. This one you won't. It is Le Petit Marseillaise Rhubarb. I've spoken about this before in Empties because it makes Max bathe. If you are new to me, I did gain quite a few, like 10,000 new subscribers recently. I have a child called Max who has an aversion to water. He's 14, that explains it all. However, he likes the rhubarb smell and it works, and it's really lovely. You can only really get them in France. I'm sure you can get them elsewhere in the world, but we can't get them here. I was in Paris on a press trip, and this was in the room, and I loved it, and it's the same company, and so they sent me a box full of shower gels. It sounds much more than it is. It was like 8 bottles of shower gels and a hand wash and stuff. And I was very happy to receive that package because he will bathe. I, however, am a creature of habit and like my fresh sugar lemon. There's a tiny bit left in this. I'll use that as a hand soap in the office. It's hard to find a better smelling shower product. That's what I'm saying, it's very sticky because I've had the Empties on the go for a while. Fresh actually sent me a replacement after my last video, but they accidentally sent me the grapefruit. Or was it a cunning plan? Because I now also love the grapefruit. But yeah, I love them, all suitable for all bodies. What else can you say? It's a shower gel, I just love the smell. Hand washes. 2 hand washes, one is old school, one is new. Jo Malone, Lime Basil and Mandarin. It's my favourite Jo Malone scent of the originals. It just reminds me of, I don't know, I've been using it literally since she had her first shop in Walton Street. I love Lime Basil and Mandarin. I just love the smell. If you know the smell, you know exactly what I mean. There's no need to go on about it. Old school. This is newer. This is Living Sea Therapy Soothe Sea Mineral Cocktail Hand Wash. Looks like this. These guys, we did some work with them last year. These guys, not working for them now. These guys are, the parent company are Cornish Sea Salt. So the people who, Providence Foods, and they own Cornish Sea Salt. And Cornish Sea Salt, when they've made all that beautiful sea salt, which is the best salt in the market, I'm just putting that out there. I am a salt junkie though. I'm a salt junkie. They take all the brine, and brine is too low impact a word for the juice that is left, and they make body and face and hand products from it. This hand wash is lush, does not leave you dry. I will link them below, yada yada yada, but I like the salt more. Okay, bingo time. 1, 2, 3. No, it's not an ad. Garnier Body Repair. Ow. I've been using this for years. It's been in my Empties for years. I was on Instagram it has to be about 2 months ago now, maybe a bit longer, and someone finally messaged me. What happens was every time this goes on offer, I can never find it. And someone messaged me and said, Superdrug have got it. It was like £3 a bottle, something insane. So I ordered 10 bottles for next day delivery and still saved money. And then for the first time in almost 10 years, L'Oreal contacted me and said, oh, we hear that you like our Garnier Body Repair. I was like, yeah, just a tad. And they said, oh, we'll send you some when it comes back in stock. I'm like, yeah, I know that problem, mate, but don't worry, I'm stocked. I'm all good. All skins, I have dry skin. I'm always in the market for new body lotions, and I always come back to this one in between trialing everything else. It's just, if you have dry skin, it's fantastic. If you have super dry skin, they do stronger ones. I just have your average dry skin, and I love a light daily moisturiser that you can get dressed with afterwards, and that is this. Recycling. And yes, obviously we recycle. Shampoos, I have some sets and I have some odd ones. So I'll do the odd ones first and then I'll do the sets. OGX, Argan Oil, Morocco. OGX I started using because they are sulfate free. Think of the previous conversation about the teeth and the toothpaste. This is just a really easy, affordable shampoo that doesn't aggravate my scalp. They make, there must be 20, 25 versions now. I don't know how many they make. When I first started using it, there was about 5 or 6. Now there's loads. There's ones for colour, there's ones for volume. To be honest, I pick whatever I like the smell of on the day. I'm that easy, I know. Now, Function of Beauty conditioner. Looks like this. I have totally mullered it. If you are unsure of what Function of Beauty are, they are a mail order shampoo and conditioner company. You go online, I'll link them below. You go online, there's a survey. You tell them what you want from your hair products, what your hair is like, what smell you want, what colour you want. So I think, what did I do? Coconut or pineapple? Coconut, obviously. Pink coconut. It's like I'm such a girl sometimes. But I have seen, we've also had the yellow pineapple. I think Ava had that one. Anyway, really like them. It's up to you whether or not you think it is good for the carbon footprint to ship shampoo and conditioner. However, there are so many of you, especially in the US, who do not live anywhere near places to get good quality products, that I can see why they have a very viable business, and I do believe they are going to come to the UK. So Function of Caroline, and then they put your name on it. You get your own prescription. They can do it on repeat prescription type thing, so you just put your details in, tell them how often you want it, and they'll ship it to you. Very easy. And the product, the actual quality of the product is great. I should have said that. This is a weird one. This is Cantu Shea Butter for Natural Hair Moisturising Curl Activator Cream. Now it looks like this. No sulfates, silicones, parabens or mineral oil. I picked this up in the States in the, we say Afro-Caribbean, in the African American section, because I like a really good strong cream to control my bun when I do bun. Now Ava stole it and used it as conditioner because she thought it was a conditioner, and she said it was an amazing conditioner, and it does smell amazing. My beef with that was I didn't get to try it for long enough. However, I would definitely repurchase it. It's not expensive. You can now get it over here in Boots. I've seen it in Boots. It used to only be in the States, from what I could see anyway, to my knowledge. Now you can get it in Boots. I do like it. I will repurchase. I would also say that like maybe 90% of what I've shown you so far is purchases. Yeah, really good. And obviously Ava has really thick, long hair. She does not have black hair. She has really thick, long hair. So she just likes it to smooth the cuticle. I can't obviously speak to what it is like if your hair is Afro-Caribbean, but they have a huge selection and this is very good. Sets. Right, back onto the SLS3. Hask. Coconut water, weightless volume shampoo and weightless volume conditioner. They look like this. I think, now Ava picked these up and then we both used them and she kicked off and I was like, you get to use all my stuff, sunshine, I'm using yours. Also, who do you think's paid for it? Obviously it smells of coconut. We do like a theme in our family. Weightless volume is kind of what we need because my hair tends to go a bit, well, like this to be honest. So I kind of zhuzh it and then hope it does something. And it's either zhuzhed or it's full on 80s metal band. The idea of this was to help it have some volume, but not be quite David Coverdale circa 1987. Give you a nice visual now. Okay, one for smells and one for actual fixing your hair. Sunbum. I picked these up in the States when I was in New York, April, I think. shampoo and conditioner. Now I bought these because when we bought the SPFs when we were in Florida on a family holiday about 2 years ago, the SPFs were amazing and they smelt of coconut. I don't know what to tell you. These were really good, premium daily conditioner. However, I went through the conditioner in about a week. If I was washing my hair every day, it would last me about a week. I need a lot of conditioner. So for the value, I tend to use a good quality shampoo that's SLS free, and I'll use any cheapo conditioner. But they're lovely. They alcohol free, UV protecting, colour safe, paraben free, vegan and SLS free. There you go. I really like them. I don't know if I would use them regularly because they're not, they were like, I want to say they were like $12 or $15 maybe. And like I say, I'm a bit of an El Cheapo sometimes. Where I'm not El Cheapo is with treatments and sort of hair treatment misty things as well. So Olaplex. Olaplex I've used since it launched in the UK. Bond Maintenance Shampoo number 4 and Bond Maintenance Conditioner number 5. I was sent these two by Space NK because they are now selling Olaplex. I love it and it aggravates me. I'll tell you why. I love the juice. The juice is beyond. It does what it says on the tin. It's patented. Naughty people who have big companies tried to rip them off and Olaplex won the court case. So it is patented. If you see other things called Plex, they're trying to knock this off. This is the original, do this one. The packaging does my nut because you have to leave it upside down to get it down. It's really, really firm. So when you want to get anything out of it, you have to literally unscrew here and squeeze it to try and get it in. And what you end up doing in the shower, especially if you're me, is getting your fingers right up and trying to scoop it out. So the packaging annoys me. The juice is lovely. If you are new and you have not seen my video, Nice Juice, show me about the packaging or something like that, I will also link that below. Very entertaining. While we are on hair and body, and then I've got one makeup. Davines, Oi, all-in-one milk, covered in hair. I've used this again. This was once put on me during a blow dry in, maybe it was it Below? Maybe it was, I can't remember where it was. Somewhere in central London, and I went, oh, what's that? And my hair was so nice afterwards. I've been using it ever since. It's multi-benefit beauty treatment with raku oil, all hair types. Essentially, I shampoo, conditioner, take my towel off when it's sort of towel dried, spray this all over, especially around the front where I tend to go hard with like a brush when I'm blow drying myself. God, look at it. If this is look at that humidity. But I love it and I've used it ever since they first tried it on me. Love it. Something else I use a lot, predominantly because I'm not always paying for it, I'm just going to be completely honest. Living Proof Restore Mask Treatment deeply nourishes and reverses damage. I love Living Proof. It is on the pricier side and I prefer to spend my money on skincare. However, when I do splurge, I do love a bit of Living Proof. The Restore mask, I'm really bad with masks because like I say, I have a shower and I'm always pressed for time. So I tend to use them as a conditioner, leave them on, wash everything else, the Holy Trinity, Pit Pit Fanny, then get back to this. So it's had like 3 or 4 minutes. I don't leave it on for the full 10. I don't have that much time. But again, really, really good. My hair is super soft afterwards and it is definitely good for sort of helping control when you are in between cuts and you have some split ends, shall we say. Two left. Pixie Rose body cleanser with rose flower and rosehip oil, nourishing body wash. Now you would have noticed that Pixie have released a lot of products for the body in the last, when did they come out? Earlier this year anyway. There's a body cleanser, there's a scrub and there's a lotion. It's just a really, really nice shower gel that smells of Pixie's Rose range. And it's a milky based one. It's not sort of like a, you can't even see, it looks more like a body lotion. Just really, really soft, really, really hydrating. Smells lightly of rose, does not smell of what I always refer to as old lady rose. I know. So if you have a Pixie fan out there and they've got something coming up, nice little prezi, there you go. And then, as always, another one that I've mullered. Oh my God, it's literally falling apart before my eyes. IT Cosmetics, Heavenly Luxe, Complexion Perfection, brush number 7, conceal and all over. I use this the most because this you can use here and this does here and here. And it buffs around here. This is probably filthy and been in this bag for years, but never mind. And here, and I don't normally go through them that quickly. They are good brushes, but I've mullered these two because I had one in my makeup bag that I carried around and one at home. And I do my makeup quite a lot once I'm already at the office. So I have mullered 2 this year, but they do normally last much longer than that. One of my favourite brushes. Multitasking, when in doubt, when you need to blend, anything. Like if you know, you get that kind of telltale, oh yeah, I'll just give that a little bit of a, I love it, don't know what to tell you, done. Now, I don't know what's next. Yeah, I have actually no clue. Thank you for watching. I will see you soon. Subscribe if you fancy it, that would be lovely. Bye.